I'm curious, there was so much talk when you first came, oh my God, it's LA, and Ron likes to Twitter and he likes to be out, and there are going to be so many distractions. Do you find that LA maybe suits you well because it's a city so used to celebrity, you can almost blend in maybe better than you might in Indiana or some other place?
You can, my character is different though,
Right.
just being so down to earth, people love that, and so I actually don't blend in because you're like probably so real to be.
Right.
The Lakers is the biggest thing in LA, and then it's just so normal. People kind of like that.
Or there are other celebrities that people can focus on.
Yeah, that's very true. All the other stuff going on, that's true. So, but being from New York, like I stayed home at St. John's. No New York players stayed at St. John's. Only a couple, but they don't want to because of pressure. I stayed there just to kind of say, okay, let me see what this pressure's about. And then I wanted to go play for the Knicks to see what that pressure was about. Playing home. I was actually playing for the Knicks a couple years ago. Just to see what everybody was talking about and the pressure. When everybody said, no, don't do it, don't do it. I'm like, nah, let me see what y'all talking about. And then LA, they said the same thing. It's going to be too much, big city distractions. So let me see what they was talking about. Even though I wanted to come here anyway. But let me see what they're talking about. And it's just a matter of moving forward, moving ahead. Like we have bad days. Maybe the media say, Artest not shooting well, not playing well, Trevor this, Trevor that, or this and that. Just move forward, move ahead, And it's not like I told you so thing. It's just a move ahead thing. It's a move ahead thing, and then people will understand. They slowly understand you.
Ron, they've always had the defense wins championships phrase. Did you feel like that you had brought something different? Because this team did improve markedly from last season when they won the championship defensively.
Oh, we did? We did improve?
Yeah, it was a much better defensive team this year overall.
I think so. I've been a great defensive player for a long time, but I never ever won. There was times where I could have had my defense take over, but I kind of gave in to situations. I didn't give in, this time. I played defense for the entire playoffs, and I actually, put an imprint on the game. And I think I did help, where I was, what they asked for. They said, they wanted some defense, and I think I brought it. And especially last game, I moved my feet, cut off Paul, trying to go right, couldn't go left, fadeaways, and like I said, that death blow, if you're not in shape, I'm gonna wear you out over. It's usually 6 games. Usually 6 games you should be done, but we lost. So.
Could you sense that specifically, even going back to the first round with Durant or then with Pierce? Can you see them starting to mentally tire to a certain point across the series, Ron?
Yeah, I can. It's not. I can see it, but I already know it's gonna happen. If you're not in better shape than me, and especially if you don't have more than 1 day off. If you got 2 days off, you can probably recover. But if you got 1 day in between, I can wear you out. Especially if I start attacking you on the offensive end. Because nobody can stop me. In the league. Nobody can stop me in my position. Really, at any position. But
Ron, you talked about the importance that Phil comes back. What importance do you attach Derek comes back?
man, he's unbelievable. I don't care what anybody says about Derek. He's a great leader. He's an all-star. And I say that because it depends who you want. You want somebody who's making $20 million a year, averaging 30 points, but don't show up in the fourth quarter? Or you want somebody who's going to show up when it counts? Who's going to play big when it counts? Who becomes the second best player in the league when it counts? How does that? He has to. Oh man, I wish he stays. Forever and take care of his body. You never see him holding his knees and holding his back. He's a great athlete. He's in great shape. Great teammate, and who can just hit big shots, make big plays. It's just great. So I hope he comes back.
Ron, you've been pretty open about the work you were doing with your therapist and stuff like that. At this point in your career, is this the happiest do you think you've been? Just purely happy, content?
I'm always pretty happy. It's just like things that are around you make. It's probably things around you that probably make you seem like you're not happy.
Right.
But I'm always pretty happy. But actually, this has been happy. Winning that ring, that was like great. I didn't think I would enjoy it that much. I actually wanted, my plan was to win and walk off the court. You know, when I was like caught up in the game, I wanted to just walk off and not take pictures and not do the stage and like not do media and just go home. But win, you know, but win. And that's how I was thinking like the entire playoffs. But when we finally won, I was like, wow, I'm extremely happy right now. And I just, you know, enjoyed it. Enjoyed it.
Do you think you could be in this place without that work you had done, just sort of like internal work, taking a look at yourself?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think, I don't trust. I just know myself. I know myself, you know. And sometimes, you know, sometimes people try to enhance themselves, you know. Some people take steroids to enhance their physical abilities, you know, to become better. I needed to talk to somebody to become better, you know, to figure out how to be calm in the storm. It was like for me, it was nerve-wracking. It was nerve-wracking because you got a chance to win the championship. I put all this pressure on myself, knowing it was going to be pressure. I said it anyway, you know, blame it on me, you know. And I was thinking about that the whole time, and I needed to have that off of my brain. I needed to just focus on the game, you know. So I thought it was necessary, and I brought her in. I started to call her about I think about the Utah series. I started to call her. I was calling her throughout the season, you know, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. But starting in Utah, I started to call her every day. We talked, and then she started to come. Came to Phoenix to visit me, came to Boston, you know, and it worked out.
Ron, your thoughts on after a year of playing with Kobe? You said things throughout the season about about him generally speaking. What stands out to you the most?
Man, he reminds me of myself. Every team I was on, I was always the hardest worker. You know, always worked on my game and trying to lead the team. And I didn't know what to expect with Kobe. Obviously, he's a great player, and I've seen it for myself that he's the hardest worker. He's a franchise. Not only is he the franchise, he's the hardest worker. He would practice every day if he could. But with injuries, his foot, finger, he wasn't able to practice. But when he was out there practicing, he was the hardest worker out there. Defensively and offensively. And before getting to the gym at 6 in the morning in the summer times. I'm like, yeah, that's who I want to lead me because I don't like to be led by non-leaders. So that's why sometimes if I feel somebody is not capable of leading me, I'm not going to let you lead me. You know, so clash sometimes with players. You know, a franchise player, and I don't have a problem saying, you know, your franchise player sucks. You know, but I felt more than honored to have Kobe to lead me.
Ron, if you could describe him in one word, what would it be?
Kobe?
Yeah.
Blessing. Blessing. He helped me get my ring. Without Kobe, I don't have no ring. Straight up, without Kobe, I don't have no ring. He helped me.